starting a new 30-minute game, and I want to try to play every day until the World Open, uh, and just to try to get more reps in. And I really would like to get to 1700 if I can. So let's start with 184. Okay, we're gonna see some sort of what is this? The Owen defense. So the opponent doesn't control the center. So then we will try to control the center. This is kind of a strange one. Um, so let's see. This is a very unusual move. I don't think it's supposed to be good. But we could either take, and then tempo the queen, or we can take and maybe he develops, or we can push and make it like a French defense, but he's already played b3, so maybe he'll play c5. Don't want to spend too much time. I really want to work on my time management. So let's see. Takes, go like this, or push. My instinct is to push, because if he's going to fianchetto here, that's going to make this bishop terrible. So let's do that. He's going to probably play c5 at some point to try to undermine the pawn chain. Okay, now this looks like, okay, so he's going to let his dark square bishop out, but that dark square bishop doesn't really have a life, because I can always play c3 myself. So I think I'm just going to develop. Or should I play this first? Part of me thinks I should do that. If I play f4, he's got this check. And then I have to play g3. Yeah, that's interesting. If I play knight c6, then he might play c5. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this, and then if he checks me, I block, then he has to move. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think he's going to check me just yet. This is protected here. I really want to put my knight here for next, because he's not really challenging anything. Okay, c5 makes sense. I will have to... I guess I could play the knight out. If he takes, I take with the knight. But my instinct says to just defend with this. Also give him a check, but that's easily blocked. Yeah, my instinct is to play c3. Okay, so maintaining the center. Now he does have, his bishop can come out. Let's see. I can just do this. Takes with the queen. Can do this. If he takes, I reinforce it. Reinforce that pawn. Probably take it with the bishop, because my pawns are all on dark squares, so maybe I will just move the bishop out. Give me another check, but that will be a problem, because then I'll attack his queen, and then I'll take his bishop. His queen will have to go back here. Okay, so far so good. Maybe I should have taken with the knight and developed a knight. Okay, then we just do this. Enjoy my central space. He does have nice outpost for f5 here. If he castles queenside, I think I'm good. My USCF rating is 1342. My FIDE rating is 1712, I think, because I recently went to the Reykjavik Open and did okay. That was my first real international tournament, and I played a bunch of people that were rated like 14 or 1500 at one point. FIDE, but then FIDE had a rating bump. I think early last year, maybe late last year, I think. So for people rated below 2000, they had a big rating bump, depending on how far below 2000 you were. So that creates a little bit of instability in the FIDE ratings, I think, for people on the lower end, like myself. But so it's kind of strange to see like what is my true strength, because I feel like I have knowledge of a 1500 over the board, I think. But USCF, I'm only 1342. I've been 1400 before. And FIDE, I think is weird right now. I think it's overrated. Okay, my opponent's spending some time on the next move. I think I'll probably play knight c6 next if I was him. Or maybe even bishop a6 to trade off the bad bishop. Because I'm going to play bishop d3 next. Ideally, I would just castle. Okay, so if he plays bishop a6, what do? I guess I have to trade. Maybe what I do is I play bishop d3 and he trades and I put my queen on. Okay, yeah, knight c6 is in. Putting some pressure on this pawn. Can the knight do anything else? This could be an idea later. But now at least his bishop will remain bad, because this isn't an idea anymore. Let's see. Can he put more pressure on this pawn? Yes, he can with this move. But it's already defended twice, so I'm not too worried. Let's see. Yes, I'm just going to go continue with my plan. Got two pieces to develop, ready to castle, and then push f5 at some point. This is an idea maybe to defend this pawn if I need to one more time. But right now I have more space. So, and maybe some elements in the making of a kingside attack. If he does castle, kingside. A lot of players in the French defense, they do not castle. So I really want to use my time wiser. Time management has been really a problem for me. So save my time for when I need to calculate. But definitely calculate. Interesting. So he makes a pawn move, which is... Oh, okay. So he's trying to trade off. He's trying to trade off his bishop. I see what he's doing there. So if I castle bishop a6, I can't really play bishop c3 because then I lose the rook. Bishop c2, I mean. So something that comes to mind is maybe queen e4. So if bishop comes out here, I maintain good control there. I could also play knight c3, a developing move. Bishop a6, knight b5. That's actually interesting because it's actually very interesting. Also, I could pin his because I will be threatening a very nice knight plant into d6. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go for that actually. Knight c3, bishop a6, knight d5. This knight can hop in too, but not really scary as of yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. This will be an interesting one to figure out because queen e2 was the other option. So this pawn right now is defended not enough times. So you could play knight f5 to give me something to think about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's trying to trade off my bishop. What I could do is I could back it up. This isn't scary. I could back it up. If he trades off, I still do this. And then I could bump his knight off. Yeah, so I'm just going to back it up. If he plays bishop a6, I still play knight b5. And I have options of a3 next. Knight b5 next. a4, knight b5. Actually, knight b5 looks great because I can play a4 and this is a beautiful knight. Queen guards c2 for now. Might also play rook c1. Yeah, these are all good options. He moved his piece, like he is not developing. He moved this piece twice. This could be a problem for him. And if he plays bishop a6, I might actually just trade and then play knight b5 and he castles and I play knight d5 anyway. Definitely something to consider. But because he hasn't castled and he is much less developed than me, he's 2 moves away from castling and 1 move away from castling. He has 2 pieces developed. I have 3 pieces developed in the queen. It looks very interesting. If I play knight b5, he's probably going to castle. But then maybe I play knight d6 anyway, just to get my knight in his grill, and you can play knight f5 to try to dislodge it at any point. I might even consider playing, yeah, so he decides to do this. So I'm taking knight b5, threatening this nasty check. Knight b5 takes with checks, which is good. Yeah, so I'm thinking knight b5, castles. Then we play a6, a3. Then we castle ourselves. I like this a lot, actually. So he does have this check. It also has this. But that loses. Okay, this comes with check. and he has to play f1, or if he does that, then this loses. Say he goes here, I go here. Can't really do this. Okay, so he tracks back like this. Okay, that's a good sign, but now I can pile up. Let's say he does that. So, rook c1, rook c8. Sorry. Defenders wanted this attacked once. Rook c1, rook c8. Queen c2. So I can defend it 3 times. Queen d something. It's a little bit awkward for him. Yeah, I think I can't really find a win. Rook c8 comes with a bit of a tempo. And then he just challenges my rook c8, rook c1, rook c2, queen here. Rook c1, rook c8, queen. If queen comes here, then that helps me because the pin continues. I could do, let's see, I can't really bring my knight to attack this guy. But yeah, I think rook c1 can't hurt. I'm going to be fighting for that open file anyway. Yeah, so that's an easy move for him. I could do this. He does that. See, I castle, he castles. And then I can switch my focus to the king side. Yeah, I think we castle. He's going to castle too. Okay, we got plenty of time. Maybe I'm rushing a little bit. Yeah, so the benefit of having a space advantage and see, now this knight isn't pinned, so you just need to be careful here. So you can go do stuff like this. And he is pressuring this. I would play this, but maybe he has this discovered attack. Maybe I play it here. That just gives up a pawn. There is some logic behind playing the move g4, I think, because it does not allow knight f5, which he would love to play. And then I might play this. Takes, and later I play this. See if he plays something like that. I can just always tempo him back. Yeah, I think g4 is actually a good attacking move, because the center is closed, limits knight f5, which would put pressure on my center. There is no pawn push here. Also allows a little plan like this. I think in a lot of French defenses you play the g4. Yeah, I'd love to play queen e2. Queen e2, rook d3, or queen e2, queen f2, and bishop d3. I like this plan because it sets up a Greek gift. Bishop d3, he's got knight b4 at some point. Knight b4, bishop b1, possibly. Yeah, that looks fine. Bishop b1, which protects a2, prevents infiltration of the rook or the knight on c2, and maintains the threat of... Okay, so that's a terrible move. The action is going to be over here. It's going to take this knight 2 more things to get into the game. So this is very simple. If he trades off rooks, I'm fine with that. Meanwhile, okay, so he wants to take. I'm going to shift over to the queen side. If he takes, I take back, but I'm also, say, queen f2 check, takes, rook back here. Okay, then I'll have to calculate because my rook will be on pre. Although it's just defended by, no, it's wait, the queen will be moved. Well, I can always move it, or I could take myself right now. I could take myself right now, give him the file, move the queen over, and then I'm not worried. And I'm setting up a Greek gift. Or do I start with queen f2? Immediately threatening Greek gift. Takes, check, takes, check. hard to say. Hard to say. Takes. Queen over. What are his moves then? How does he prevent the Greek gift? I guess he... What if he plays... Yeah, I think it's queen f2, and if he trades off first, so what? I'll just move my rook back to f1. But at least here I'm creating some active threats. He might play g6. I play g6. What do I do in that case? Then I'll need to get my knight on this square on g4 so that I can play knight f6 or knight h6. So if he plays g6, okay, so he trades. Now I need to calculate a little bit. Check, takes, check. He comes back, queen here, rook takes, king takes. Does he have any checks? He does. Check here. So that could be dangerous. So let's just take the rook. I could play bishop a6 at some point, so that I own the file. I wonder if he sees the danger. Okay, so here's where I could really do something. This rook is not defending anything now, so let's say I take it. Queen takes, for instance. Check, takes, check, check. Here. I could do this in any different order too, because problem is if I take, then so part of me actually thinks to save the rook, because if I take, the queen will come in and will be threatening to give me some checks. Part of me thinks I should save the rook. Yeah, because if I save the rook, I could also do this. No, wait, but anyway. Where will the rook be useful? I think I'm going to move it back to f2. Defense, any kind of infiltration. He can double up, but f2. Let's say he does something like move one of his knights there or here. And then we go check, takes, check. King moves back here. And he's got big problems. Might move this knight. Yeah, so check, takes. Let's say we move it back. Let's say he moves this knight, because then it opens up some lateral defense here. check, takes, check, take, check. Ooh. Let's check this out. Takes, takes, check, takes, check. Comes back, and then we can win this and be attacking this. So, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to take like that. He can take with one of his knights, though. Takes, knight takes. There's a very high chance that he's going to just take with this queen. Does really expose my king over here if I leave this rook. So let's see, like, take, yeah, because he's gonna be threatening checks immediately. Yeah, my king will be completely exposed to checks at that point. If I take and take, even though I'm going to win this guy and be attacking here, this queen will come in and start checking like crazy. And where does my king run? Here, here, here. Can pin this knight. So yeah, this is a crazy variation actually. So takes, takes, bishop takes, king takes, check. Can't really block that check. I win the knight. So he goes back. I win the knight. Attacking the other knight. Queen take, queen c1, king here. Queen check, king here. My knight is here. His knight is attacked. And I'm threatening something like check. King here, knight check. Gets very double-edged. Yeah, my king has 0 shelter. I just don't know how to hide it. See, that's why we waste time. This would be an interesting one to look at in the post-game review. But I'm thinking I just need to move my rook back to f1, and I still be okay here. If he moves this knight, that's going to be a problem for me on this move. I'm clearly playing on the king side. Most of his pieces are away from the king side. If he moves this knight, that could be a problem though. I could move it to g6. That could be okay for me. Takes, takes. Now the knight has to move. And then I go like that. Yeah, that should be okay for me. It's a question of what if he moves it here? Well, he's also moving it away from the king side. But at least he's got some defense of these squares here. That was a crazy variation I was thinking about. All very forcing though. Question is, what if he plays g6 right now? If he plays g6, think I play g5. Could even play h5 if he plays g6. Just work on that file, because yeah, everything is secure. All these places are covered. Plays g5, I will consider playing h5. I go like this, does this, knight covers that. Okay, so it's all good. This pawn's covered twice. Can't really play anything here. It's probably calculating my Greek gift right now. Yeah, in the last variation, I think I could have won a pawn and the knight be attacking this other knight, but the problem is that there would be like endless checks. Well, I could definitely hide here, and then he would have to come back to defend the knight somehow. And give him checks here. I can go check here, king there. Okay, so let's see what he does. Got about 11 minutes. We're not too far behind on the clock from him. Okay, knight g6. Knight g6 is I like to see. So what happens if we play knight? If we play f5, he might play knight f4, attacking my bishop. But then I have either bishop b1 or here, and that might lead to us winning the knight back anyway with an attack. Takes. I think I gotta play f5, open it up. It does help his queen open things. No, because if he takes, then I secure and I win the rook, so I'm good. Let's go. Ah, fuck. Let's have that, followed by this. See, I didn't calculate that. Let's see if he finds it. It's easy to find. So knight f4, threatening the fork. I take, threaten his queen. He delivers the fork. I put my king out of the way. He takes this. I take his queen, attacking his rook and attacking his knight. So that should be okay for me. Okay. Greek gift is gone because his knight defends here. Takes. If he takes like this, the Greek gift might still be on. More importantly, my f file becomes super active. So takes, and I think I might even jump my knight in to attack this thing twice, and this thing 3 times. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. So I think now what I do is I attack this, and I attack this many times. Yeah, knight g5 here. Knight g5 might even, after something like this, threatens. No, it doesn't. Okay. But knight g5 is just begging to be played, I think. What else do we have? I also have queen h6, but let's defend it. But knight g5 looks really good because it opens up the battery. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play knight g5, attacking this. I even have something like this. Takes. Or like takes. No, I don't have that. See, this minor piece is over here, which should have force superiority. It's not exactly clear what to do, but let's see what he does next. I'm kind of threatening maybe to jump in here, but I don't know what that does necessarily. Maybe this and this. This. Actually, this is kind of cool. Well, I'd love to do this, but he's got this check. I guess I can block it like this. Yeah, so I'd love to have a little plan of queen h4, rook f7, which is actually a skewer. Queen h4, rook f7. Problem is that in the rook c8, bishop f1, queen b5, attacking the mate. Now his pieces are coming in. So in some sense, maybe I should even like play like check, and if he can't really, oh yeah, then I just move up because he doesn't have this. That's a good idea. He doesn't have that check. Okay, so that's an idea. Because my bishop is doing a great job guarding c2 and b5. Up on time. And I could play something like queen h2. Yeah, queen h5 also threatens this, and to take this so that I can check here. So I like this. Yeah, queen h5, queen h4 is a really strong move potentially next. Makes sense. So I think what I'll do next is I'll play knight f7. Looks like a good move because it just threatens to take and have my queen come in here. Check. Does this do anything? Check, takes. Doesn't feel like he yields much. Knight f7 looks like the obvious move. Because I got knight d6 tempo. The rook is kind of tied down. Oh, I could do this too. If the rook moves here, then I get mate. It's interesting. Do this. Takes. Yeah, bishop a6. Bishop a6. I'll have to do that. What if I play queen h6 anyway? If takes, check, takes, check. Queen h6 takes. Check, takes, check. King runs here. Check, king runs there. Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. This is interesting because this is still have some ideas of queen here, bishop here. I can even route my bishop like this and then move my queen like this and this. Threatening that. Yeah, knight landing on d6 will be actually very strong. Because this knight's not doing anything. So you should probably play knight b4, but then I can play this. Okay, queen moves to control this square, maybe here. So queen, where is it going? Maybe here. Don't see the purpose of that move. I'm coming in with tempo. Oh, it defends this also. Okay, let's do that. So I have a potential idea here. So the queen can come in here. Okay, rook moves. So now I can shift my rook over if I want. This could be a potential fork square at some point. Yeah, so any queen move will be threatening this skewer, which is nice. So I think I'm gonna move my queen here. He's not threatening anything. If I move my queen here, he might do this. In this case, takes. So I'm gonna probably move my queen here. Still do this. I like that. So now I'm threatening a skewer. Let's see if he sees it. Also potentially just trap the queen, but no, I can go here. Okay, so he moves it. Interesting. This is guarded. Takes. Interesting. Is there takes though? No. Oh, there's this though. So he blunders that. Yeah, there it is. That's the one, I think. Checks covered. And actually, where does his queen go? Has to go to d2. So I want a full rook, I think. Okay, we're down to a blitz game now, so I can turn on some blitz skills. We need to cap this off. Man, knights are so tricky. I also miss these forks all the time. He's gotta play queen d2, man, unless you want to lose your queen. Can't move here, can't move here, can't move here, can't move here, can't move here. Can move back here, I guess. Oh yeah, queen c7, but I do win an exchange. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now let's move in here. Threatening a fork. Can his queen do anything? I don't think so. Okay, let's see. Check, takes. Nope. Let's put some pressure on him on the clock. Okay, this knight comes back, attacking this pawn. I'm defending this pawn, threatening this. Threatening takes, and just doesn't have enough time to figure it out. Okay, so what if I do takes? Takes. Yeah, just not enough time to figure it out. Okay, let me just move back. Make some move to pressure here. Okay. So let's do a quick game review. Get this one for free. I'm really curious in that one sequence where I think I had a great gift, but it was very complicated. And decided to play Rook f8. I forget what move that was. Let's see. 76%. Wow, okay. Lots of misses. Yeah, I can see that. Wow, he had 14 best moves and I had only 9, but I won. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Here, he takes in knight c3. Okay, fine. Like, I can believe that. 5 is a mistake. c3 is the best move. King f2? Okay, come on, man. Knight c3. Okay, fine. They're all about the same. Okay. Okay, so he's threatening to trade off his bishops. I do play knight c3. Knight b5. Bishop b5 check. Bishop b5. No, but we just trade and he gets to trade his dark square bishop now. I don't get it. Oh, I guess because the knight comes in. Okay, first I do this. If he takes, I take this, and then his knight is attacked, and I'm threatening this fork. That makes sense. That's a dynamic Little plan. Yeah, I might actually look at that as like a little strategic plan. Okay. Best move. Because let's just confirm this would be a big blunder due to this. Okay. This is just a, you know, a free tempo move. Castle's just fine. Castle's just fine. King H1, really? Well, I like this, you know, G4. I think I played that next, and it doesn't like hate it. Yeah, because it really denies the F5 square for the knight, where it could be a great defender, and where it could also pressure this pawn. So preemptively denies it, wins more space. I like that. How is that the best move? Knight H7, it just puts it so far out of the game. I thought that was a terrible move. Bishop D3 is best. Yeah, right here. I can see I had lots of misses, but it looks like it works even here. Decided to play Queen F2 first. And here it doesn't work. Rook F1 is good here. So why is it better in this situation? Alright, well. See, so takes. Do we play Bishop H7 here? No. What if we just play Bishop H7 here? That's still winning considered for us. At G5. No, but the queen wasn't even on F8. How's it? King G8. Queen D3 threatening mate. F5. Queen H3 threatening mate. Wow. And this is the only defense. Then we do this, check. King comes here. Whew. Queen H5. Queen E8. You have to find some great moves there. Okay. So here works. And here it doesn't work. Or at least that's not the best move, but let's check it out. King takes. I was thinking this first. King here. Oh no, I was thinking of taking first. That's what I was thinking. Let's say we do this. And it has to be taken with a knight. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we'll see. Bishop H7 does work. King, by the way, King G6 mate in 1 makes sense. So goes here. And now the checks begin. But okay, but the checks is actually works for me. So the only move is knight C6. Interesting. Interesting. Check here. Check here. And now apparently this is a really tough position. But like, okay, your knight is hanging. I was looking at this, yeah. Looking at this. This is a mate in 4. Starting off with Queen E8, King here. Knight G5, King here. Oh, Queen takes F7. Okay, that's hard to see. It's hard to visualize from that distance. Okay, but what if... Well, he can't really defend this knight in any way. Oh, he moves here, it's the same thing, right? Wow. Yeah, this is a position that I didn't see. I probably would have gone for that if it wasn't. But let's see if... But he could have taken with one of the knights. What if you take with this knight? Yeah, and then this is just... Exactly. Hope chess. Queen here. Here, here. Knight g6. Okay, yeah. Anyway. Looks like I made a responsible decision. Queen e3 here. Played f4. It likes f6. It likes f6. Oh, yeah, because... Should have looked at f6, man, because f6 obviously is bad to take, but f6, and if he pushes, you just roll in. It's a mess. Knight g5 just feels like the best move, and it is. Okay, here is where there's some tactic, which I'm trying not to look at the screen. How do I, is there any way to hide this thing? Oh, trust me, I'm not trying to look at it, but what? Oh, there's a mate and 3 in this position? I just looked at m3 on the left hand side. So I missed a mate in 3. Check, check. Bishop h6, knight h6. How's it a mate in 3? Damn. Bishop h6. Bishop h7. Knight h7. Oh, is it knight? Is it knight g? Is it knight h7? Because we do nothing, it's queen h8, king h8. It could be knight h. But yeah, what about knight h7? Knight h7. I don't see it. What is it? Queen takes f8. Kidding me. Queen takes f8. Rook takes f8. Bishop here. Boom. Boom. Wow. I need to remember that pattern. Ah, damn. Okay, that's definitely a missed tactic. So I'll log that in my spreadsheet. What if you did some random move though, like you still have the same mate? Okay, interesting. Okay. Found the win. Okay. Pretty cool game, pretty cool game. Yeah, that was an interesting tactic. Okay, well, at least we got the win. I'm going to try to play these every day. Tomorrow I have a 45-45 game, so I might record that. But, yeah. Thank you for watching.